Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Jahan Tanna here and today I am going to take you on a virtual tour to Nagaland, the land of festivals. This is a mountainous region which is situated in the northeastern part of India. There are total 12 districts here, starting with Dimapur, Kohima, Boka, Pek, Zunebuto, Kifri, Tunesang, Mokochung, Longlang, Mon and Peren. The state is a home to 16 different kinds of tribes who are known for their distinct and fascinating cultures and traditions. Nagas by nature are lovers of fun and are hospitable towards their visitors. Nagaland is one of the 7 sister states of northeast of India, which is situated in the extreme northeast end of India. Nagaland is famous for its beautiful landscapes, vibrantly colorful sunrise and sunsets, lush and vibrant flora. The best time to visit the place of this beautiful part of India is in the month of October to May. Nagaland Tourism Department conducts tours for the visitors in the state. So guys, let's start our virtual tour with some heritage sites, starting with Kohima War Cemetery. It is situated in the heart of Kohima city, which is the capital of Nagaland. Here, decisive battle was won by Allied forces during the Second World War, forcing the Japanese army to retreat. This cemetery is dedicated to 10,000 soldiers who lost their lives in the war against the Japanese invasion. Now the next place which we are going to visit is the Kohima Museum. Entry to this museum is free of charge on Thursday mornings and a small charge is to be made for entry at some other times. It provides the visitors a glimpse to the diverse tribal habitats, cultures. It houses some of the rarest artifacts belonging to the different tribes inhabiting the state. Colorful traditional dresses, dialects, practices and traditions are displayed at the museum. So now let's visit the ruins of Kachari civilization. They are set of ruins situated in Dimapur. The Kachari ruins are a series of mushroom domed pillars. They were created by the Kachari kingdom, which ruled here before the Ahom invasion or medieval Assamese into the territory during the 13th century AD. These ruins are dotted about the Rajbari Park, are perhaps the most interesting attraction in Dimapur. There is also a Wednesday market here close to the ruins where you can have a look towards the Nagaland's life with familiar products like spices, wicker goods and vegetables are on sale here. Now we are going to visit Langpang Kong Caves. It is situated in the valley of Dika and Zula rivers on the Langpang Kong mountain range. It is believed that the caves provided shelter to an Ahom king or medieval Assamese. Tourists visiting these caves visit the nearby towns of Tuli and Changyangtong too. Though the cave is not very famous for its artistic features, however, this cave is very famous for its sheltering features. Now we are going to visit the Naga Heritage Village. Naga Heritage Village is the best place to get an overview about the ethnic groups of Nagaland. It offers a panorama of nature and cheerful hospitality of the people of Nagaland. The Heritage Village protects and preserves all ethnic cultural heritages of people by common management approach. It also aims to uphold and sustain a distinct identity of dialect, customs, traditions and ethnic tribes of Nagaland. Now to reach here is very easy. It is situated in Kisma village, 10 kilometers away from Kohima city. Bus and taxi rides are easily available from Kohima. It is approximately 30 to 45 minutes drive from Kohima. Now we are going to visit the Spirit of Faith Church Dimapur. It is a very popular church of Nagaland. This huge church is a major pilgrim destination and also a tourist attraction. The head office of the church is based in USA. The members of the church belong to different tribes and ethnic backgrounds. It also has facilities such as street evangelism, open air preaching, a jail ministry, television ministry, short-term Bible school, monthly newsletter which is mailed throughout India, audio and video teaching materials and so on. Now the next one is the Nagaland Baptist Church, which is also situated in Dimapur. It is one of the popular churches in the state of Nagaland. Baptist Church is an elegant Protestant that is situated in the northeastern part of Nagaland. It is one of the oldest churches for the Baptist. Baptist Church was constructed by the Sumi Naga tribe to worship the Lord Jesus. The construction of the Baptist Church represents ancient artifacts and sleek and slender style of architecture. Now let me show you how the culture makes Nagaland very fascinating and ethnic to visit. Starting with the Hornbill Festival, it is one of the major attractions and customs throughout the various performing arts. The festival here are one of the influencing factors in the culture of Nagaland. In the Hornbill Festival, it shows how the stunning natural beauty and cultural traditions can offer a rich fare to tourists. Here one can see a melange of Naga cultural displays at one place from December 1 and 5 in Kohima. The festival is intended to revive, protect and preserve the richness and uniqueness of the Naga culture and attract the tourist. The festival, in a way, is also a tribute to a hornbill bird which is mostly admired by the people of Nagaland. The another festival which is famous for its richness is Naikam festival. This festival is held on 11th of Chang calendar, which falls during the month of July. The counting of the days and announcing of the day is made by the Unga Sedo of Unga clan. It should be a sudden announcement, leaving 2 days gap only. Domestic animals are slaughtered, young and old play with the spinning tops, music and laughter prevail from the women folks as they play in Kong King in Chang made out of bamboo split. Visit the romantic and sightseeing spots of Nagaland, starting with Zakama check post and then trek steeply to the ridge top descend to Dosku Valley. Start return trek towards Viswameva village. From ridge descend steeply to road below. From road drive Viswameva and trek further to base of Jakfu peak, standing at a height of 348 meters, which is above sea level, and it is second highest peak in Nagaland. Dosku is known for its biodiversity. Many variety of flower sprout here and stream passing through valley as well. Now the next one is Shiloi Lake, which is situated in the Phek district. It is a natural lake in the valley surrounded with pine forest and interesting landscapes, and a place to get lost in the serenity of natural beauty. It is also an ideal place for adventure and trekking. Now we are going to visit the Mon district of Nagaland. This district is home to Konyak Nagas, and it is interesting to see the tattooed faces wearing feathers. Konyaks are adapted artisans and skilled craftsmen. Here you can see excellent wood carving, daos, guns, gunpowders, brushes, necklaces made by these artisans and craftsmen. Mon district is northernmost district of Nagaland. It is bounded by the state of Arunachal Pradesh to its north, Assam to its west, Myanmar to its east, Longlang district to its southwest, and Sunasang district to its south. The town of Mon is its district headquarters. Visitors to the village must stop by the chief of the village. They will have a strange experience here, sitting near the hearth with half body in India and half in Myanmar, which is a very interesting part of this place. To get here is very simple. There are two ways of getting in Mon: from Kohima along the eastern extreme of Nagaland via Jorhat in Assam. The latter is longer, however, they have excellent roads. The road changes from monotonous concrete tire marked trail. Skeleton thing which you are seeing here is the ceremonial basket used by Konyak Nagas in their various ceremonies and festivals. Moving forward with the wildlife of Nagaland, here we are visiting the first one is the Intaki Wildlife Sanctuary. It is around 37 kilometers away from Dimapur, which is a 1.5 hour drive. Around 111 kilometers from Kohima, which is 3 to 4 hours drive. and it is well connected with the National Highway 39. The sanctuary is a home to various rare species of wildlife animals. It has habitats of hullock baboons, tuskers, tigers, sloths, sambar deer, and many others. The next one is a bird sanctuary called as Gosu Bird Sanctuary. How to reach here? It is situated in southwest part of Zunebu, which is situated along National Highway 61, approximately 45 kilometers away from Kohima, which is a 2 hours drive. It is a habitat of more than 20 endangered species of birds. This wildlife sanctuary is solely maintained by the village community here. Moving forward with the cuisine of Nagaland, people of Nagaland prefer non-vegetarian and hot food. Pork meat with bamboo shoots form a common dish among the Naga people. Naga people prepare vegetable stew by boiling bamboo shoots and tomatoes together. Here, the chutneys of the state are mouth-watering dishes that show the culture and the economic resources of the state. One can get vegetarian as well as non-vegetarian food in the state of Nagaland, but most commonly non-vegetarian food is popular the most. Now I am going to show you some of the specialities of Naga cuisine, starting with the smoked bamboo fish. I will highly recommend the fish lovers to try it once in their life, as this dish will take your appetite to a next level. The another dish which I am going to show you here is pork cooked in fermented soya bean. Naga people are lovers of pork. It is a fact. This dish is cooked with bamboo shoots of fermented soya beans. Here, instead of green chilies and other masalas, things which are used here are raja mirchi, garlic pods, onions in this dish especially. This dish is served with hot rice and a crunchy salad. This dish is made by mothers in Nagaland for their children who are far from their home. The next one is one of the favorite dishes of people of Nagaland. It is also known as by the name of bushmeat, or otherwise called as dog meat. It is considered to be very delicious by the people of Nagaland. During the Wednesday Bazaar in Dimapur, it is heaven to all people here, as these things like a live dog is sold for rupees 500 to 600. Now let me tell you about this drink. It is known as Zuto. It is a famous rice beer which is made all over the northeast of India. Especially it is famous in Nagaland, and it is considered to be the main source of enjoyment for the people of Nagaland. Now I will tell you about the in and outs of Nagaland. By train, nearest railway station is Dimapur, which is well connected to Kolkata and Guwahati. By air, Dimapur, at a distance of 75 kilometers from Nagaland, is the closest domestic airport. Dimapur is well connected to Guwahati and Kolkata. International travelers have to take a connecting flight from Kolkata to Dimapur. By road, one can take a sharing taxi from Dimapur railway station at Rs 200 and reach Kohima. Direct buses are also available between Guwahati and Kohima. Now, as per the religion aspect, the major religion of Nagaland is Christianity. It is the only state where Christians form a population of 90%. Hindu and Muslims constitute as non-Naga population of the state and form 7.7 and 1.8% of the population. Here we come to an end to our virtual tour. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Have a great day ahead, and thank you for watching.